All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Blitz5 and hope you guys are doing well. And as per tradition on my YouTube channel, I'm going over the latest and greatest patch notes for PUBG. And in front of us, we have update 10.2. This is the second one of the season. And just a reminder, this season is going until the end of March. So hopefully we'll see a bunch of stuff coming out and a bunch of news for PUBG. And this particular patch is kind of small, so this isn't going to be the longest video. Sometimes these go for like 20 or 30 minutes, but I don't think this one's going to be super long. There's nothing game-changing coming in here, just a bunch of fun stuff. So let's get right into it and talk about it. Oh, but actually, before we do, I just want to date the video. Today is January 9th, 2021. And I think this information came out on Thursday, just a couple days ago. They dropped the PTS for PC. There's not going to be a PTS for console. So then this will be scheduled to probably go live. I don't think they mentioned it here, but this will probably go live the following week. So I'm guessing around the 14th, this will probably be live on PC. And then I was told that it would be live 1 week after for console. So most likely on January 21st, just so you guys can date that stuff. So again, no PTS for console, just for PC. And they start off here by talking about the PGI.S. This is the PUBG Global Invitational.S. And this is a tournament that's going on right now. This is going to be a pretty big one. And I think they've flown a lot of the players out to South Korea right now to kind of put them in a bubble. And they're going to be doing tournament style, eliminating some teams. And I think the top 16 teams will fight in the final bracket. I don't follow esports all that well or all that much, but I do want to get into it more. So if you guys are into this stuff, you can catch some games. They're actually going to be broadcasting the games in the PC version of PUBG. This won't be available on console, but there will be billboards, and we're going to have the pick'em back, and they're going to be doing a bunch of advertising for this. So hopefully you guys can catch some games if you're into this kind of stuff. I haven't watched a ton of esports. I have here and there, but I definitely want to get into it this year, especially some stuff that's going on console. And if you guys are fans of PUBG, you may be interested in checking this out. So try to take down some of this information starting on February 1st and going all the way to the end of March. And just kind of an exciting thing. And with this, they're going to be having some new stuff in the game. PUBG's doing a graffiti contest right now. 4 years is coming up since PUBG was launched on PC this March, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, so that's all the information here if you're into that kind of stuff. And then we have the newest addition to the game. I did not see something like this coming to the game at all, a new vehicle right now. But this is a nice addition. We could have used this really at any time. This is a good kind of update. And this is a coupe vehicle, kind of like a vintage style or classic style sports car. I think they were saying this, and this is going to be available on Erangel, Miramar, and Sanhok. It's two-seater. It's a coupe. So you won't be able to take the whole squad here. And it's going to be the fastest vehicle, four-wheeled vehicle in the game, and the second fastest only to the regular motorbike. So this is going to top out at 150 kilometers. I was able to drive this around for a little bit. It totally just like blew through all the gas that it had, but I had some fun kind of just driving around Erangel. And since I don't play on PC that much and I was in first person, it kind of reminded me of playing like a racing simulator. And I always say this, that I think PUBG should have some kind of mode like that. Even if it's temporary, where it's either the death race or some kind of racing mode would be really fun, just as like a temporary thing or like a fun event. But anyways, this is the new item. I'm not sure if it needs to be on Sanhok, really. I feel like Erangel and Miramar are probably the best locations for this new vehicle. But then now we have the motorbike and this, or the dirt bike, excuse me, and this as two new vehicles in the game in the last couple months here. And then this is probably, I guess, probably the biggest change into PUBG this patch. Probably the most amount of time that PUBG put into this is this reputation system. For a player, this isn't a huge change, but for the game, this is a very big addition. And we can kind of skim through some of this stuff. But basically, you're going to have a reputation now in PUBG. Well, this is going to be sort of like the initial or beta version of it. And there's going to be 6 different levels. So 0 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you play, you will earn better reputation. And then if you are reported for team killing, or if you repeatedly quit out of matches and do stuff like that, then you will lose points and your reputation will go down. Your reputation level will be displayed on the team finder and team members. So people will see your reputation if they're going into the match. And obviously they're just trying to help with keeping a healthy in-game environment. So they're trying to talk about that here. They know passions can run high in the battlegrounds or really, in any game, but they're trying to help prevent toxic behavior. And yeah, I mean, again, on Xbox, we don't have the same like party chat system or proximity chat. So you don't get the toxicity through there. But toxicity happens in every single game or really any online community. So anything PUBG can do to kind of give incentives for that not to happen, for people not to troll and team kill and all of those things, I think is great. But what's kind of not understood right now is how this reputation is going to come into play. For example, if you're a 3-man squad and you get a guy on your team that's got a 0 reputation, and they're just letting you know that he's not going to be a good teammate, right? So how are they going to implement that? Like if you have a 0, what happens to your account? Right now, I've heard that this may affect your ability to play ranked. That I think they're talking about, there was a tweet somewhere, I might try to find it and put it over the screen, but they're trying to figure out how they can kind of use this to incentivize players and also penalize players that have a really bad reputation. And it looks like right now you can't just report people to have a bad reputation. So you can't just get like randomly reported. A lot of times people who are trolls will randomly report someone if they kill them because they'll say they're a cheater when they're not. So they're trying to prevent that from happening, if you understand what I'm saying. So the only time you actually will get a reputation hit is if you're caught, like you actually were cheating. Just being reported as a cheater will not hurt your reputation. But if you are found to have done something against the terms of service, or you are caught killing a teammate, then it will go down. So this will be interesting. Not sure how much this will affect, but again, this is just the first iteration of it, and we'll have to wait until PUBG kind of flushes that out a little bit more. All right, and then after that, we have a new ranked mode update, and this is mostly for people that are going into ranked mode by themselves. So if you play with a full team, this isn't really going to affect you. But basically, if you are searching for teammates and then the plane takes off with an incomplete team, a team of less than 4 players, and a member of the player's premade team hasn't left the match before the plane leaves, then you can actually cancel out of that ranked match without losing points. So this is a very like nuanced feature, but I know a lot of times people in the stream will mention that they have a hard time finding a ranked squad, so they will just go in without a full team. So I know a lot of people may be affected by this. For me, I only play ranked when I have a full 4 players, and I feel like a lot of people probably like that. But then again, like I said, on the other hand, I know some people are looking for teams. So this will just help provide some protection for people that are queuing into a game. And stuff like this I feel like is really necessary. PUBG needs to keep adding this kind of stuff to help ranked and make it where you shouldn't be penalized if you start a ranked match. You're trying to get a full team and you go in and you're the only one left, or there's only 2 people there. That's not really fair for that team, right? So that totally makes sense. And then again, kind of like the Coupe, this was a completely unexpected update. We had the dirt bike come into the game, which is cool, kind of unexpected. And then on top of that, now we are getting stunt emotes for the dirt bike only, and you can see one of them here. I tried to go into a game and see all of the different emotes. Apparently there are 6 different emotes. You don't have to purchase these or equip them. They just go randomly and they're on immediately when you're on the bike. When you click left mouse button, it will just do one of the tricks randomly. So I'm sure on controller, you'll just be in the air. You hit the horn button. Instead of doing a horn honk when you're in the air, you will actually do one of these random tricks. And here's one of them here. It's kind of like a seat grab. So this definitely isn't, a game-changing feature for PUBG, but a lot of people like myself like to have a lot of fun while they're playing PUBG, especially on the bikes, doing back flips, front flips. Now you can shoot while you're driving. So they're just adding some more fun stuff here that you can do. So really, this is harmless, but isn't a lot content-wise, but definitely we'll see some cool clips of people doing some fun stuff for sure, and I'm excited to partake in that. And then we have a new alarm system here notifying you guys or us when we have certain things, like you're out of BP, the BP boost has expired. Tongue twister there. So again, just like a quality of life thing, and a lot of quality of life stuff that PUBG's been working on over the past year, trying to get the game into a better state. They made some changes to the crates, but to me, I'm still looking for a complete overhaul of this, where you can purchase and sell items that are duplicate. Right now, you have to go through, if you have 19 duplicate items, you have to go through and individually get rid of each one. It takes forever. Same thing, you can only buy crates one by one. So unless I'm reading this incorrectly, I don't see any of those changes. And to me, that's the biggest changes I'd like to see with the store. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. And then doing more social stuff here. This is a Discord party invite feature. So now you can talk through Discord right in the application, in the game application. I'm guessing this is for going to be for PC only. And you see a lot of games kind of, I don't know about a lot of games. I know League of Legends is doing something similar to this, because they know so many people are using Discord that they just start to integrate it into the client, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to skip over this stuff because I'm a console player, and this is kind of nuanced just for people on PC. And if you're on PC, you probably know all about Discord and chatting and all that kind of stuff. And then I kind of mentioned this before, they're doing graffiti contests, but then on top of that, they're doing some graffiti themed skins. So here they are. And definitely like this kind of style. I love graffiti artwork. Don't love like these colors and can't really see too much of it. But traditionally, I'm a pretty big fan of graffiti stuff. And PUBG did send out some PUBG partner hoodies that had a graffiti kind of tagged up vibe to them, which were really cool. And then we have some Lunar New Year skins. So this is on top of, it's the year of the cow or the ox. So we have a bunch of the cow skins in the game. And then we have the new Lunar New Year coming. So these skins are definitely pretty interesting and definitely probably the most unique ones that I've seen in PUBG in a while. And I really like this this dirt bike skin. This one's really cool. It's got almost kind of like a dragon vibe to it. I think that's what that is. And then this is a pretty cool mask and some cool outfits. I'm not sure if I'll be getting any of these, maybe the dirt bike. Otherwise, I'll probably skip these. Let me know if you guys like these down in the comments below. I did hear some people are loving the store right now. There's a lot of great items that PUBG's put out. They definitely stepped up their cosmetic game for sure. And side note, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the dirt bike emotes. If they're going to do more, are they going to have ones that you pay for? What's going to be the future of that will definitely be interesting. And then they fixed a bunch of bug fixes. I read through these. Nothing seemed that important for me to share with you guys. They did fix this one, the UMP 45 audio sounding strange when heard from a distance. I'm not sure if this is what I'm thinking about, but for the longest time, the UMP has sounded very odd when you hear it at a distance. It sounds not like a submachine gun firing. And I think that's what they're talking about. So that is allegedly fixed. And then just some more UI and fixes and some skin and item fixes. So like I said, not really a huge update. We got some new skins coming into the game, but that's standard. Every update, there's going to be new skins. We have the Discord integration, some quality of life stuff here, new stunt emotes. Then we have the small ranked change, a big update for player behavior with the reputation system, and then just the Coupe. So that's it, guys. And then we got the PGI.S, but this is really nothing to do with in-game. I mean, it's cool that they're promoting an in-game, but this isn't really an in-game change. So I'm definitely excited to watch this esports event. I'm going to try to follow it a lot for the first time. I've watched games here and there, but I've never really followed one all the way through. And yeah, so I guess that summarizes the entire patch. Like I said, it was a little bit small, and I was hoping for something to drop for Haven exclusively to bring some more hype to it. But I know Haven is a seasonal map, and it's going away allegedly after this season, so maybe they don't want to commit too much time to it. But I really am digging that map, and I know not everyone is really playing it, so I was hoping maybe something to entice people to play the map a little bit more. But even though there's not a ton of stuff here, there's still a lot going on with PUBG. We have the Survivor Pass for Season 10. You have Ranked Mode. You do have Haven available to play. And if you missed it, or hopefully you had a chance to try out the recent edition of PUBG Labs, it is going to the end of this weekend, but depending on when you watch this video, it could be over. But PUBG just tested out the new thermal scope. It's no word about whether it's making it into the game, so don't go too crazy yet. But if you haven't seen it, I have a video on my channel if you want to check it out. It's a really cool item, and the way they put it into the game is really interesting. And in my opinion, I thought it was pretty well balanced for their first iteration. And they brought back Night Mode Vikendi just for this test. So we'll see if or when that stuff makes it back into the game. And I'm still excited to see what PUBG does with the 4-year anniversary coming up and Season 11 in the next few months. So definitely, again, want to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. And as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.